whisper your name into the air, but only silence meets my prayer. A weight that no one's meant to hold, lashing whips, a word so cold over wounds that never start to mend, burning doubts that never end. Pouring a rain of cold conjecture, drenched in the trenches of silence, festering more the more I hold it, a lump that's grown from a single soul. Freezing heart is growing deeper, hardened flesh a resignation, slowly crumbling and falling down, afterglow of a flickering past. Stuck before this barricaded door, unable to take a single step forward, toes that turn to ice and glass, frozen in the dead of this night. So tightly bolted, faults that no one else can blame, stuck without an inch of progress, a broken orbit that ends in a frame. Scars too big for a heart to cradle, giant wounds of a fragile child, heavy as the weight of wasted years, a nightmare grown out of control. A heart shattered 1,000 times, shame uncovered again and again, fading out in a bated breath, broken shards of what we used to be. The hole that's being torn in half, regret digging deep into the scar, holding it down within the gut, language that never reached the end. Standing by these layered doors, unable to turn or walk away beyond the trembling shoulders, crying voices from behind the door. From behind the door, two snakes tangled and bound together, swallowing each other's bitter tales, rather than a love that's shrinking, a tightening noose of cold resentment. Would you smile and welcome me now, as if nothing ever happened at all? A hollow wish that can't be undone, vain hopes fall